tonight. Can you sum up the achievement, though, of reaching the last, or finishing the top 8 of the competition?
I think it's a massive achievement of all squad, and it's really squad, it's not team. It's not 11 players or 14, 15 players, but all squad has been involved in that way, and it was necessary. You see it also today again with Leon King, who had to play at right fullback. Then he had to come off with a serious concussion because he could not see anymore. And Ross playing then right fullback. So we had to be very creative the last couple of months. But everybody digged in, did the job, and did the job brilliantly. Like I said just in Dutch, it's not only being in this top 8, and if you look then all the teams that finish behind you, there are really massive clubs with massive budgets who are behind us, but also in this top 8 from the 7 other teams, we played against 4 of them. So that makes the achievement only bigger, I think.
So many things had to go your way tonight, as well as winning yourself, didn't they? I wonder just when you actually and the players realised that you had done that, you know, the 6 results that also had to go your way, were you focusing on that at all?
No, totally not. And I explained the players the system, so what could happen today before the game, this afternoon, but I told them we only can do one thing, and that's going full for the victory and with as many goals as possible. That's our job to do, and we're going to focus on that, because looking at the other results, in 1 minute one team can score, or in 2 minutes they can score 2 goals, and the results change again. So then you go crazy and you don't have focus on yourself anymore. So I'm disappointed that we get this goal against. At the end, 2-0 would have been even better. But yeah, it's a massive result against what you saw, a very physical team, a very direct team, who did also brilliantly in this Europa League until now. So I'm very proud, for sure, with the circumstances, how all the squad have worked together.
And you faced a fair amount of criticism in recent months. Does this give you a real degree of personal satisfaction to?
Again, and I said it already 100 times, it's not about me. I'm not in this story about me. And you can write whatever you want about things. I know what we are doing with the club. We explained in the beginning of the season what this club needed, and it was not my choice, it was choice of the board. And they asked me if I would want to step in this very, very, very challenging project in that way. We did, and I do, and I will be on the barricades for this club. But it's good also that people start to see more and more the things we talked about a few months ago, that people maybe didn't believe or didn't realize, that they see this more and more. And this qualification in the Europa League is one of those things that is a proof of that, with all these young guys on the pitch and the evolution that several have made during these months. If you see Nicolas Raskin playing now, or Diomande, or Igaman, or Jefte, and also the older guys, the experienced ones, helping the young guys and playing important games. And that we have to throw in youngsters, even out of position, but they do the job for the team, and they play a good game, like Ross today, or bringing in the really young ones like Paul Ensio and Zach Lovelace, because it was necessary one moment with tired players. So this club is on the right way. Is it fast enough to win everything? We want that. That's our ambition, and that's going to be our ambition towards the Sunday game again. And we need to create this culture. I see more and more this culture also in the dressing room, that they understand what this club is about. That was also one part of learning this new team, what this club is about, and you see more and more of that. Otherwise, you cannot do a performance like that, and for sure with players out of position.
How impressed have you been with James Tavernier, the way he's been able to adapt to a new position in the last
I think he even likes it. I heard even some rumors that they were saying to people, yeah, like this I can play a few years longer. So yeah, Tav is a massive player, always been for the club, somebody with a good view on football, with understanding of the game, and that helps in that position. He has his technical qualities. So yeah, he likes to be also in that position. We talked about that the few months before. I can use him as a right fullback, I can use him as centre back, I can use him as a right winger, what we did also in some games, because he can make the difference also in that position. So that shows again the availability of the squad, that everybody's in the story together. There are no egos. There's nobody only busy with himself in the dressing room, because I will never allow that also. And they're working hard. And then you will get a reward at the end, and I hope as fast as possible. But it's about hard work, and you always get a result after hard work in the end.
Philippe, your squad's really stretched at the moment, injury after injury. I wonder by qualifying to the round of 16, you may be able to do more transfer business before Monday.
Yeah, you can ask. You don't need to ask this question to me. So that's not about me. We talked about that a few weeks ago before the transfer market, and my job is to work with the players who are here. So we will see the next couple of days what's possible for the club.
And can you just sum up Cyriel's performance today?
Cyriel played a brilliant game. I want to see him more. He's also one of the guys. He's not from the young guys, but the evolution of. I remember when I came in last year in October, how everybody was talking about him, or even now some people still. But the games that he played this season already, and how many amount of goals that he made, so he's very important. But he made a very good evolution in many things that were for me also not good enough in the beginning. But you see more and more that he's using all the potential that he has inside of himself.
Philippe, you mentioned a couple of the young guys there. That's Paul and CEO, Finlay Curtis, Bailey Rice, Zach Lovelace, all now had a taste of Europa League action. How important is it for their development to play at this level at the stages of their careers that they're at?
Yeah, those are massive things. I had the same with Charles de Ketelaar, and the Belgian reporters know it. I put him the first time in a cup game against a 4th division team, and the second game that he played with me was against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League in midfield. He didn't play the months after every week because he was not ready yet, but he took the experience and he took a lot of hunger out of that also to become a better player. For sure, Zach and Paul coming out of this game, they will feel also, I still have a lot of work to do to come to that level. But they digged in, they worked hard, and it needs to create also this appetite for more. And all the young guys have been there for the team, working really hard, and it was necessary. If we didn't have them the last couple of weeks, we would have been in serious trouble. So it was against Man U, it was against Dundee United also, and now again today. But of course, it's always the fight to be the best, and for me to choose then the best for each game, with making a kind of rotation that you cannot play every 3 days with the same 11. They need to fight to be in that squad.
The statisticians, I think, tonight, before kick-off, rated your chances of qualifying for the top 8 as only 10%.
Okay.
Did you have a funny feeling that your chances were going to come in tonight, and what chance do you get in your team?
You know me, I don't have many funny feelings. I'm too serious for that, to have funny feelings. No, I don't believe. I'm totally not busy with all these things. How much chance you have? In the past, when we went with Bruce to Real Madrid, probably everybody would have said we have 1% chance, and we get results also, or against Paris Saint-Germain, or winning against Leipzig. No, it's about believing in yourself, in the team, and making a good plan, a good structure, using our qualities and stopping the opponents. To use their qualities, because that we did really well in the first half and in the first part of the second half. You saw at the end of the game also the qualities that Union has. In the offensive part, we stopped that also, was also a very important thing in this game. And it's about every game believing in yourself, and I believe that on the day we can win against every opponent, whoever it is. That's what the team showed also when we played against Tottenham or Man U or massive clubs. That belief you need to have, otherwise it's of no use to going on the pitch.